Welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online, and if you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate if you'd purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be going over a Rolex Datejust II with a black dial, index markers with an Oyster Bracelet, reference number 116300, a discontinued model in Rolex's Oyster Perpetual Datejust II line. Well, the entire line rather is discontinued, in production from only about the first half of the 2010s. But as you can see that I'm making this video at the beginning of 2021, we at Jazz Time can still get these legacy models for you. If you want this watch or any other watch, visit our store at jazztime.com, links in the description below. I'll be going over the case, the bezel, dial, crown, the movement, and the bracelet, and I'll be giving you my thoughts on all of these throughout the video. This case is 41 millimeters in diameter from finger to thumb, a lug width of 20 millimeters, 49.5 millimeters from lug to lug, and only 12 millimeters thick, made of oyster steel in a high polished monoblock middle case with a screw down case back and winding crown to ensure waterproofness down to 100 meters or 330 feet. The crystal is a scratch resistant sapphire with that Cyclops lens directly over the date for ease of reading. At the 3 o'clock position, the bezel on here is a fixed high polished oyster steel, domed and smooth, and it's highly reflective. It reflects just about anything in the room, so it really gives that sense of depth, that extra bit that really makes this watch sort of stand out on the wrist. And when we're looking at it a little bit more closely, the dial actually is what Rolex refers to as bright black. No special sunray patterning here, but the contrast and professional sensibility is what makes this model. It's easy to read, easy to slide under the cuff, and when it peaks out, when you refer to the time, it doesn't need to stay out for very long. The added bonus of these older models are in the second and a minute track along the perimeter of the dial, if you can see in there. The perimeter of just inside the bezel. You can see the Arabic numerals interspersed at each 5-second or 5-minute mark, so there really is no mistake when referring to that hour track. The index markers on the Datejust II are actually a bit chunkier than the newer models, the Datejust 41s, Datejust 36s, wider and a tiny bit longer to really command the way that light plays across the dial, especially with the generous applications of Luminova. It makes the dial shine brightly in low light situations. And if I turn the lights off, you can see that quite clearly there. Lots of light, huge bang for your buck right there. It's actually clipping my highlights as I'm looking at it through the camera here. It's incredibly bright, and that Luminova applied onto the minute and hour hands, thinner than you would see on the index hour marks that you can see. Again, very chunky, very large, and in charge. So you can definitely, tell the difference between them when you're looking at them in the dark. All right, so while we're here, we can also talk about the functions of this. All you need to do is just simply unwind the crown to the first position, which allows you to wind the watch. Simple enough. Second position allows you to change the date by rotating it clockwise, and it's about a quarter turn to advance the date by 1. So, if you're a time traveler, you imagine this will be very handy for you. And once you reach the 28th of February, and it happens to be March 1st tomorrow, well, there you go. Rather easy to advance the date. And pull it out to the final position. It hacks the seconds hand, so you can then actually adjust the minute hand precisely for precise timekeeping. All right, press the crown back in, screw it tightly against the case to ensure that waterproofness, that superior waterproofness. What allows all of that to work is the movement in this watch. The in-house made caliber 3136, 28.5 millimeters in diameter, made with 31 jewels, and vibrates at 28,800 vibrations per hour, or 4 hertz. It includes the hours, minutes, seconds, and fast setting of the date. It's cost certified chronometer, so you can be sure that this definitely holds the time just right. They say plus or minus 2 seconds per 24-hour time differential, which is excellent. It actually exceeds the COSC certification. It has the Parachrome blue hairspring and Paraflex shock absorbers, so you can know that this is certainly going to withstand magnetism, electromagnetism, and any sort of heavy movement, any fast shocks. Don't go mountain biking with this, but it could probably withstand it much better. Well, not probably, it will certainly withstand it much better than your standard wristwatch. It also has the bidirectional winding rotor inside, so all you need to do is just wind it once fully, and keeping it on your wrist will allow your natural wrist movements to keep it wound up to a 48-hour power reserve. All right, so looking at the bracelet here, we have the Oyster style flat 3-piece links, high polish down the center, brush links on the outer edges with a high polish along their flanks, leading down to the Oyster clasp here with the Rolex crown. Simply lift the top and it opens very easily. Also, speaking of ease, we also have the EasyLink 5mm adjustment here. So during the day, depending on your hydration levels, if you need that extra 5mm, all you need to do is simply open it. So here it is closed, and say your wrist happens to swell up because it's excessively hot, or maybe you just had a bowl of ramen and you just downed an entire gallon of water. Well, no fear, you get that extra 5mm for that comfort, so it doesn't actually act as a tourniquet on your wrist. All right, going back of the bracelet, we have a good framing there, and when it comes to framing, we can actually look at it on the wrist for better context. Now, my wrist is about 7.25 to 7.5 inches in circumference, so about average size. All right, and at 41mm, it does seem to wear a bit larger, closer to 42 or 43, because I'm not really getting much framing with the bracelet on top or the bottom when I'm looking at it directly, as you can see there. But that it's certainly a watch that allows you to have that wrist presence. And certainly when it comes to Rolex, they do give you plenty of options with this sort of Datejust II model, because I actually happen to have on hand a blue sunray version with a fluted bezel, and even a Roman numeral version with a gray dial with a stick 9 o'clock, very close to that of the Wimbledon, but they give you plenty of options. So if you don't want to go full black, full on all business, no play, entirely business professional, you can go a little bit more playful. You can still keep that profession there with that sunray pattern of that blue, or you can have it a different type of professional look with the Roman numeral marks. It's all entirely up to you. So when it comes to this black dial, the thick index markers, all it says to me is large, in charge, and in command. It has the large size wrist presence with the lugs sort of flaring out a bit on my wrist, but if you have a larger wrist, that'll be no problem for you. Smaller wrist, you may want to consider a smaller size Datejust or one of the newer Datejust 36s. So enough of what I think. What do you think of this watch? Let us know down in the comments below. And if you'd like to see and purchase this watch, you can do so at jazztime.com. Again, links in the description below. Be sure to like the video, as it really helps our channel out. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so you can be notified when we go live with another video.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in Jazz Time, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.